thought I might show a few Compiz bells and whistles that I've recently played with. First thing is, when you start it, if you go to preferences and just export, just click export, type a name in up there, save, and you can see there's a couple that I've done previously, and I've actually even imported this one here back in, and there it is there. So that's actually the same as the default at the moment, but anyway, there's the disclaimer. So if all goes bad on you, you can just import that back in, click OK, and you should be back to where you were before you got led astray by videos like this. So that out of the way, one of them is this Expo. I just like to be able to dive the mouse up into that top left hand corner there so I can quickly see all the desktops. Particularly useful if you're full screen and you can't get to your desktop switcher or activate the cube, whatever. You can just run the mouse up there pretty much at any time and get to where you want to go. So yeah, obviously just click here on the button, select, you can see that's green where I've selected it, and then Bob's your uncle, as they say. That's not the main focus here. So just go back, where do we go in there? Animations, under effects, so effects, animations, and there's a ton of tabs up the top there, but the one I focused on the other day was this effect settings, and just this top listing random animations for all events. I'll just put a tick in there, and now you just get something different. Every time you minimize or maximize the window, you get a different effect. And I've also noticed that with find an empty window here somewhere. I've got something on them. With right clicking the mouse on the desktop, so it's just giving a different effect most of the time. It's for some bells and whistles there. So yeah, that's that one, and this is the main focus of what I want to show today. Is this 3D windows, which is when you activate the cube, so they stand out away from the face of the cube. You can see that particularly on that one I've put on the corner there, and I've just been tweaking and playing with this a little bit. So this is, you can increase the cube size here. Take that was defaulted at 60, I've just wound it up to 100. See how much bigger the cube is now. Just click the little X there, will take it back to 60. See, that makes quite a difference there. Let's crank it up a little bit for the video. And the window space, which is how far off the face of the cube they are. See, that's what that gap is there now. And if we wind that down, they should be basically on the face of the cube there now. I'll just crank that up a little bit. I've got a little bit of a gap. 3D effect, I guess, and this is the main focus in here. Is this window depth. It's a bit hard to see with all the settings there, but you can actually see the windows have got some thickness to them. And I'll do this other one first, we'll come back to that. This is this will set the colours. So if we pick up this little eyedropper here, we'll go for a bit of green there. Just go OK. So that's the colour for the active window, and this is for the any windows that are inactive. Do the same thing, grab the little eyedropper, get into there, and now you should see green tinge around the edge there, and the red edges on the inactive windows. So if I click in there, that one should be green on the corner there now because he's active. And this also, you can control the opacity. I'll just crank that back a little bit there. And this one back around 100 or so. You can see it's not quite so heavy, the colour, and you can see the thickness that I was alluding to earlier. When you look down the edge of that one to the left of the cube there. So if we crank this up, so it's quite a bit thicker now. Just for a bit of a different effect, or we can just go back to default there. See, it's quite thin in comparison there now. So there's some middle of the ballpark there. There's a few settings there, and you can. There's a couple others down here. Bevel. I haven't exactly discovered exactly what they all do there yet, but I don't think the effect of those ones is so evident in this particular configuration or whatever I've got going on here. Anyway, so there's some desktop Compiz settings to play with and tweak up or not. So I'd be if you've got some others, I'd be quite happy if you link to the video and show me. Anyway, that's about all I've got for now.